Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are back home again for Game 2 against the Cardinals in a 3-game set. I'm pretty sure it's 3 games. We've lost 2 games in a row, which is, unusual for us. So it's up to the regular guys to try to get things back on track here, although they've not been doing the job lately either. So I'm not as confident as I would like going into this game. So we've got going into this game, there's 17 games left, be 16 after today. We have already locked up the Central Division. The Reds will likely have the wild card wrapped up in the next week or so. They've got, I think, a 12 or 13 game lead in the wild card race, so they are almost clinched that. The rest of the division leaders, it's going to be a little bit, I think, other than maybe the White Sox. Paulie starting today's game. Juan Pierre starts off the game with the ground ball to second, and that's the first out of the inning. Cesar is Turris to the plate then. He will look at strike one. That pitch up and out. Oh, that pitch missed low, 2-1. Low again. It's a 3-1 count. There's a called strike. We got a full count now. 1 out, nobody on base. Ground ball to short. Joey to first. 2 away. Here is Albert Pujols. Did hit a double yesterday, but he didn't drive anybody in though. Hits this one into right field. Zach coming in. He's not going to make it there. That'll drop in for a base hit. So this will bring J.D. Drew. I did double check on him. He came, I guess, back to the Cardinals as part of a trade right at the trade deadline. I didn't think to go look to see what the Cardinals gave up to go get him, but he came from the Red Sox. And he strikes out to end the inning. So the Cardinals with the hit, but no runs. Kester's going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Cardinals with the same lineup we saw yesterday. Jackal on the mound. I think we've seen him before. And good news for the Squirrels. Graves did not seriously injure himself. So he will be back his normal turn in the rotation. Shouldn't see any compromised performance, anything like that. He should be all fine. So Kester grounds out. Here is Marvin, and he's going to bat right-handed, or left-handed rather, and he will look at strike one. Hits a ground ball to first, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Here is Chief. Looks at a strike. Swing and a miss. He'll make it 0-2. Hits this in the left field, but pretty much right to Juan Pierre, and that'll end the inning. Quick first inning. We go to the second, where Adrian Beltre will lead things off for St. Louis. First pitch in there for strike one. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Ground ball to first. Terry takes care of that. 1 away. Here's Chris Burke. Swings and misses at I think was a failed knuckleball. Fouled away. That'll make it 0-2. ground ball to short. Joey over to first, and that will be the second out of the inning. Here is Sky in the box. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. This pitch up and away. Swing and a miss, strike three. That'll end the top of the second inning. Still a lot of zeros on the board. Terry's going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning.
Number 4, Terry. First baseman.
First pitch is outside. There's a swing and a miss. Gets a lot of this one, but it's to the deepest part of the field. It is over Pierre's head. It'll one-hop that deep wall. Probably would have been a home run most places, but it'll be a double here and a leadoff double at that. So definitely not a bad thing, just not as good as it maybe could have been. See if the Squirrels can take advantage. Here's Frank. Oh, he swings way too early on a screwball. This one fouled off his foot, 0-2. Called strike three. That's the first out of the inning. Here's Tom then. Really could use somebody knocking in this run. There's another screwball for strike one. I'm not sure if he threw a screwball at all in the first inning. Ground ball. Oh, that's going to be an infield hit. This Turris doesn't even have a throw. That'll put runners on the corners for Zach. One away. Fastball up in the zone for strike one. Oh, that one almost got away. Good snag by Sky. Swings and misses at a fastball. Swing and a miss, strike three. That's a big strikeout for the Cardinals. 2 outs now. Joey likely needs a hit to drive in a run. And he looks at strike one. Swings at a cutter in the dirt to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. The Squirrels get a leadoff double and cannot turn that into a run. So we are still scoreless as we go to the third, whereas Drupal Cabrera will open things up for the Cardinals.
13, as Drupal Cabrera, second baseman.
First pitch, called a strike up in the zone. That's going to be a base hit into right center. Zach does a pretty good job cutting that off to keep things at a single. Here's Jackal at the plate. Apparently having a very good year at the plate, hitting .344 with a homer. Now he shows bunt, pulls it back, and it is out of the zone. Puts the bat back out there. This time he bunts it foul. 1-2. No bunt this time, it appears. He looks at strike three for the first out of the inning. Here's Juan Pierre. Ground out in his first at bat. 3 strikeouts for Pauly, the first time through the Cardinals order. It's got Pierre at an 0-2 count. This will be into right field for another base hit. Runners on first and second. Cesar is Turris at the plate with 1 out. First pitch is in there for strike one. This one just misses the outside corner. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Does not chase that pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 down, 2 on, and here is Albert Pujols. Not sure anybody ever wants to pitch to Pujols, but especially not with a couple runners on base. And he promptly puts it into center field for a base hit, and the Cardinals will take a 1-run lead. Oh, Pujols almost thrown out at second. He does dive in safely, but it was close. So now 2 runners in scoring position for J.D. Drew. There are 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. And this one just a bit outside. There's another called strike. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the top of the third, but the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead. And Pauly is due to lead off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning.
Number 52, Pauly, pitcher.
Pauly swings and misses. Fouls this one away to make it 0-2. Hits this one to short as Turris to first. One away. 3 strikeouts for Jackal in his first go-around in the Squirrels' order, and I feel like just about all 3 of those came with a runner in scoring position in the second inning. Kester ground out in his first at-bat, and he has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. And this will not get down as Turris catches that on the fly. Here's Marvin. He also ground out in his first at-bat. 2 away, bases empty. First pitch called a strike. This one hit through the right side of the infield. There's a 2-out single. That will bring Chief to the plate. He lined out to left in his first at-bat. Not a badly hit ball, just unfortunately placed one. Fouls the first pitch away over by third base. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Into left again, and again Pierre is there to make the catch. He did at least have to move that time. So still a 1-0 Cardinal lead as we go into the 4th inning, where Adrian Beltre will lead things off.
Number 29, Adrian Beltre.
First pitch in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, here's Chris Burke. That knuckleball drifts outside. Ground ball towards the middle. Joey will pick that up and throw to first. 2 away. And here is Sky, struck out in his first at-bat. Bounces a pitch in. Sky does not chase it. Pauly follows it up with a knuckleball. It too bounces in. There, finally throws one in the strike zone and gets Sky to swing and miss. Swing and a miss again will make it 2-2. Fouled away. We'll try it again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the top of the 4th. Cardinals lead 1-0 going into the bottom half of the 4th inning. Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels.
Number 4, Terry.
Terry hit a deep double. Like I said, would have been a home run in I think just about any other park except for maybe Florida. Maybe. Hits this one up the middle. His second base hit of the day. Second leadoff hit of the day, I should also mention. This one only a single. Frank struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Looks at strike 2. This one, Frank gets the call on. Looks at strike 3, did not offer it any of those pitches. Tom got a base hit in his first at-bat. It was an infield hit, so it only moved Terry to third. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rather a swing to strike out, I guess. Zach struck out in his first at-bat. Runner still on first, now with 2 outs. And Zach has a 1-1 count. This one well outside. There's a called strike to make it 2-2. Zach hits this one, but right to Pujols, and that will end the inning. Cardinals still up 1-0 as we move into the 5th, and they will start off with Asdrubal Cabrera at the plate.
Number 13.
Cabrera with a base hit in his first at-bat. This pitch misses inside. This one misses down and away. It's 2-0. There's a called strike. Another called strike makes it 2-2. That'll be through the middle and down for a base hit. Leadoff single will bring Jackal to the plate. He ended up striking out looking in his last at-bat. His one bunt went foul. Pulls this bunt back for ball one. This one's going to be fair. Bunted fairly hard, but it worked out. A successful sacrifice. Cardinals with a runner on second with one out. 7 strikeouts for Pauly now after 2 trips through the Cardinals order. Juan Pierre, that looks like a base hit into right, and the Cardinals are going to score another run, I believe. Throw does go home, but it's not in time. So things not going well for the Squirrels as of late. They're now in a 2-run hole and have not shown any ability to score runs as of late. This Turris has an 0-2 count. Looks at strike 3. That's the second out of the inning, but here's Albert Pujols with another runner on second. He looks at strike 1. Pops this one up in foul territory. Tom will make that catch, and that will end the inning. Cardinals get another run, though, and it's 2-0. The Squirrels will start off with Joey at the plate. Joey struck out in his first at-bat as well. Hits this one right to third. Beltre to first. 1 away. Here is Pauly. He ground out in his first at-bat. That fastball sails on Jackal. This one in the zone. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Here's Kester. He is 0 for 2 today, though he has put bat on the ball each time at least. Looks at strike 1. So Jackal up to 6 strikeouts after 2 trips through the Squirrels' order. Kester's going to ground out to short, and that's going to end the inning. We move into the 6th. Cardinals up 2-0, and they will start off with J.D. Drew at the plate.
Number 7. J.D. Drew.
J.D. Drew is struck out in both at-bats so far today. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Adrian Beltre is also 0 for 2 today. Struck out in his last at-bat. Pauly sitting at 9 strikeouts. I'm sure he'd love to get to 10 before he leaves this game. Gets a pop-up here. So he's going to have to get this next out on a strikeout if he wants that double digits. Chris Burke at the plate currently looks at strike 1. That pitch outside. Burke does not chase it. This one misses outside as well. Too low. It's 3-1. There's a swing and a miss. Makes it a full count with 2 outs. Nobody on base. And that's going to be a walk. Just misses low. Here is Sky at the plate. He is struck out in both at-bats so far today. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Line drive right to short. Pauly's going to have to be content with 9 strikeouts on the day. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Cardinals up 2-0. Marvin is going to lead things off. Marvin 1 for 2. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. That pitch too low. 1-1. Marvin puts a pretty good charge into this one. It's over Pierre's head. I don't know if it would have been a home run or not in a lot of parks, but I think that's a hit everywhere at least. A leadoff double for Marvin. Chief has flown out to the left in both at-bats. See if he can finally get one in the outfield grass as he looks at strike one on an elevated pitch. Hits this one a line drive into left, but again, right to Juan Pierre. Chief hammering the ball, but can't get a hit. Terry is 2 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike one. He's got a double and a single so far. Has an 0-2 count, and this is not looking good for the Squirrels. This is, yep, swing and a miss, strike three. This feels like the story of the day. Frank is 0 for 2. Oh, that cutter is outside. Frank has not been aggressive at the plate. Has a 1-1 count at the moment. Puts this one into right field. Will it get down? No. No, it will not. So the Cardinals still lead 2-0 as we go into the 7th inning. 2 leadoff doubles, and the Squirrels can do nothing with it. Asdrubal Cabrera is 2 for 2, though he is going to have to work against Nakai this time.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis, number 18, Nakai.
All right, Cabrera will flip around to the other side of the plate and look at strike one. Looks at strike two. Hits this one in foul ground over by the on-deck circle, and Tom will make that catch. Jackal to the plate is struck out and sack bunted. First time he's been up here with the bases empty. Obviously, Cabrera's just retired for the first time today. Jackal with a 1-1 count, swings and misses at a changeup. Swings and misses at a fastball. 2 away. Here is Juan Pierre. He is 2 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike one. This one just misses inside. Changeup gets a swing and a miss. 1-2. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike three. So Nakai sails through that inning. Here's the 7th inning stretch. Cardinals up 2-0. Tom will lead off on the other side. All right. Tom 1 for 2, I do believe. Yeah, we're only on the 3rd go around. Hits this one up the middle. That'll be a base hit. A leadoff single. We've been getting leadoff guys on board and just can't do anything else. Zach 0 for 2 on the day. Looks at a cutter right down the middle. That screwball misses. Low and maybe outside. This one, well, I don't think it'll be a double play ball at least. Moves the runner to second. A ground ball back to Jackal. Here is Joey, runner in scoring position with 1 out. He will look at strike one. Looks at strike two. Hits a ground ball to first. It moves Tom to third, but now we've got 2 outs. We are going to pinch hit. Okay, let's, so we've been on a losing streak. Let's play this one serious here. All right, runner on third with 2 outs. Sweeney going to pinch hit here, and he will look at strike one. Hits this one, a ground ball to second, and the Squirrels again fail to turn a leadoff hit into a run. 2-0 Cardinals as we go into the 8th, where Cesaris Turris will lead things off. Let's see. Let's have McNichol pitch an inning here. Maybe even 2, we'll see.
Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis, number 87, McNichol.
As Turris is 0 for 3 today, and he will look at strike 1. Curveball drifts outside. That's a better one, and he gets a swing and a miss. I think it would have been a ball, but it was closer to the zone. Pong ball gets put into right, but Zach is there to make the catch. 1 down, Albert Pujols, 2 for 3. Single, doubled, and then had a foul out. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And a line drive into left. That will fall in front of Frank. He opts to play it safe out there instead of going for the ball that could have gotten behind him. J.D. Drew has struck out in every at-bat so far today. Looks at strike 1 here. This palm ball does not hit the zone. Curveball outside. It's 2-1. Fastball right down the middle, and Drew just misses it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. That's a rough day. Here's Adrian Beltre. Not sure if he's got a hit today. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the curveball. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's getting late, and it's still a 2-0 Cardinal lead. Squirrels are back to the top of their order. Jackal still on the mound, and why not? Kester with a base hit into left field, though. Another leadoff hit. See if the Squirrels can finally do something with it. Marvin 2 for 3 on the day. Ground out, then singled, and then doubled. Kester takes off on a hit and run, and that's a base hit into center field. Kester will easily get to third base. Runners on the corners with nobody out. Chief is flown out to left field every single at-bat. Foul tips his first pitch. This time a fly out to left probably scores a run. It's got an 0-2 count, though. Left field, this time it gets down for a hit, and that is the first Squirrels run of the game. 2-1. Here's Terry at the plate. Nobody out. Terry struck out in his last at-bat, but got hits in his first 2 at-bats. Has an 0-2 count at the moment. Looks at strike 3. 1 away. Frank not having a good day today, but this would be a real good time to bust out of that as he looks at strike 1. Like Frank has not appreciated the calls at all today. Puts this into very shallow center. That won't help. It's actually called infield fly. That's how shallow that was. So 2 outs now for Tom. Still 2 on. Tom does have a couple hits today as he looks at strike 1. Hits this one up the middle, and it will get through for a hit. Marvin coming home to tie the game, and he will make it there. 2-2. Here's Zach at the plate. Still 2 runners on with 2 outs. Would be very nice not to have to worry about extra innings again, like had that long game a couple days ago. Zach into right center field. That will fall in. Chief comes in to score the go-ahead run. That's an RBI double. Puts runners on second and third. Boy, after looking just impotent all through the game, the Squirrels finally come to life in the 8th inning. Joey at the plate now. They are going to intentionally walk Joey. All right, bases loaded with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. And the Cardinals are going to go to their bullpen and find Peter Moylan. In hindsight, I'm sure they wish they would have done that at the start of the inning, but can't be helped now. Let's go get Quentin. So we're taking this one serious today. We do not want to lose 3 games in a row. And boy, was it looking likely just a few minutes ago. Moylan's first pitch to Quentin is a swing and a miss. Quentin is batting left-handed. Oh, swing and a miss, that's too high. Ground ball right to first, and that'll end the inning. Yes, he has. 3 runs, though, so that gives the Squirrels a 1-run lead. Chris Burke to the plate. And Shibuya coming off a blown save. We'll see what he can do today.
Your attention, please. Now coming on pitch for Indianapolis, number 13, Shibuya.
All right, Chris Burke, 2 ground outs and a walk so far. Hits a ground ball to second. 1 away. Here is Sky. He's 0 for 3. Couple strikeouts and a line out. First pitch is too high. Breaking ball, that's called a strike. Another breaking ball up the middle. That will be through for a base hit. Tying run aboard for the Cardinals. Here is his Drupal Cabrera. Hampson is going, who is their last draft pick from this summer. He's going to come in a pinch run. Cabrera 2 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses for strike 2. And that will be a base hit up the middle. Not hit hard, but we almost had some drama on the base paths. I don't know why he hit the cutoff man. Here's Troy Gloss coming to the plate. 2 runners on, 1 out. Shibuya, just everything is a struggle as of late. Puts in strike 1. And that will not be a base hit. That will in fact turn into a game-ending double play. Chief jumps up and makes the catch before it can really turn into trouble. But the runners had already started like it was going to be down, and Chief able to get it to second in time to end the ball game. Boy, it was not easy, but we do break our 2-game losing streak. All the Squirrels' runs coming in the 8th inning. Shibuya and Zach are going to be your players of the game. Thank you all for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Tomorrow, we've got the Cardinals to see who can win this series. So we will see you then.